Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bridget. How you guys doing today? Thank God it's Friday. Thank you very much for stopping by. If this is your first time or you've been watching and have not subscribed, please do so. And if you hit on the bell sign, you get notification every single time I post a video. So this couple that you are seeing here are Ghanaians, and unfortunately, you turned up as Gary for the young lady. She's 31 years old, and her name is Yesuto Elizabeth Akpelu. The fiancé, now they see so. 300 level student, 300 level student of Evangelical, whatever university. Now she be the rush and go hospital. You know what happened? This Charlie that you are seeing on the right hand here, apparently don't they beat this girl for a long time. And guess the irony of the whole situation. She refused to report to the authority or file a complaint against him because she was preparing for wedding with this same goat. She was preparing for a wedding with a man that repeatedly, over and over again. Okay, make her carry on. So finally, when don't pay me now, when the guy don't beat and so he don't pay me, now they come find and say several of her ribs don't break. He don't break a neck before, pain, chest, everywhere. When they come, now hospital come talk say, in fact, now early hours of Monday, the 8th of March, this young lady Kweme. According to the police, the Ghanaian police in Volta region, they said she be done complain, tell friends, say this guy, they always hit him, but you know, agree come up for the relationship, and his name is Philip Caesar. And the medical reports cited by journalists indicated that this young lady, the injuries when her body and not be here, left shoulder was swollen, her eyes everywhere. You know, they always say that the day that a man raises his hand on a woman, just know it is finished, because that day is the beginning of that woman's woes. If you stay there and you keep praying, you keep fasting, you keep thinking it's going to change, you know they happen. This is not based on proven research. Say, oh, now once, you know, go do them again. Her friends talk, say, they suspected. And the way this Charlie was behaving towards this girl was increasing. The number of incidents was increasing. They begged this girl, go to the police, report. Instead of her to report what was going on, instead of going to the police, she was planning for wedding. And she said that the reason she did not want to report to the police is because she did not want to ruin their relationship and their pending wedding. Can you hear that? The Ghanaian Times reported that this guy, he do something strong to this woman where we say, I don't know if I even use the word for here on YouTube, where we say he do something strong to her in December 2020. February 2021, the same thing. But nothing happened. But eventually now, that when she don't pay me now, they don't arrest her. They carry and go police, go lock them up. And they are investigating. Now the teaching hospital gone. Now he called and contacted and say, this girl, what happened to her? A strong thing. Bites. Different parts of her body. They say now series of attack. Now that guy, the man they attack him from different part of her body. The injuries in her ribs everywhere. So the police has picked him up and they put him in custody and they are investigating. I don't know what's going to come out of that since, you know, it's too late for her now. She's gone. I don't know who's going to give evidence, but I don't know if the pathologist report and the medical report is going to be sufficient for them to prosecute him. But the core of this matter is the fact that this woman stayed in a relationship that she should have left a long time ago. Only 31 years. You know, in Africa, I don't know, suddenly it happens in Nigeria a lot, maybe in Ghana as well, because you know Nigeria and Ghana, they are like brother and sister. They compete when it comes to the wrong things, which is sad. So she's 31 years old. Now marriage now, because don't forget that once you are 30, in Africa, you are socialized and they teach you that a woman should be married before she's 30, because if you don't marry at 30, that means your eggs are drying up. Nobody's going to marry you again. So for most young ladies, we are socialized growing up that the mark, you know, the cutoff mark for you to get the guy and to settle down and for marriage is 30. Not just that alone, my people. Women in West Africa, Nigeria, Ghana are also socialized to think that they are nothing, and except they are married, they are not complete. And that's why you come to a place like Nigeria, you will see that landlords will refuse to rent their houses to single girls, even if they are bank managers, they've got really good jobs, they can probably even pay rent more than the average guy out there. But because they haven't got a wedding band, or they haven't got a man whose name they bear, or a man who's living with them, so you will see a lot of Nigerian girls will go and have to bring their brother to pose. The brother will do as if he's the one renting the house and sign the tenancy before the landlord will give them the house. It happens very frequently. There is no respect for single women in society. But if you are married, even if you are wretched, let's say you don't even see 2 square meals eaten a day, everybody will respect you because you are. Even the married women that are married to, you know, husband that you even say, if not this one be the last husband will remain, I rather not marry. Like the man, no just be in terms of the way they treat them, and you know the level of poverty where they do and everything. They go see they brag, my husband, my husband. My husband is a very big title over there. That's my point, that women wear it with so much pride, and unfortunately they look down on women who haven't found a husband yet. So a lot of you who are listening to this story will blame this Elizabeth and say it's good for her. She wanted to get married. But you have to understand that this is what socialization does. This is what we've been brainwashed and taught from the beginning. From when you are growing up, you are sweeping as a 3-year-old, 5-year-old. Your mother will be telling you, is this how you are going to sweep in your husband's house? Bend down properly. You are not sweeping that floor well. You are cooking. As a 10, 12-year-old, your mother will tell you, or your auntie will tell you, is this what you are going to cook for your husband when you get to your husband's house? You put too much salt. You know, so it's always, the brainwashing is from as long as you can remember. Now, I'm not saying that it's not good for women to get married, but at what cost? That's the question I want to ask you guys. I know a lot of people are going to jump into this and start saying whatever. At what cost? And that's why you find that I saw a video this week on social media where this girl was seriously brutalized by her husband. They are Igbo people. They were speaking Igbo in the video. I think they live in the eastern part of Nigeria. The first video she shared, come and see her mouth there. Be like say the guy come out her teeth safe. She was crying out on social media. Of course, people go attack the guy. Which kind of beast be this? A man that raises a hand on a woman. That one a man. It's not a man. The next minute, Charlie, they not come out, they smile, oh. Ah, we settled, oh. Bloggers, you push to leave my marriage alone, oh. We've settled. I'm back, my husband, They kiss each other for the video. You see women like that, they disguise, abuse to them is love. You understand? The next one we go here now, that man don't pay me amo. He don't kill him. Because you know, when this thing happen, when woman like this they die, when you don't stay for abusive relationship for a long time, physical abuse now they talk, oh, but we know say emotional one, psychological one still dey. The day when the person go peme, when the woman go peme, now small accident go cause her. Not be say go plan and say won't peme amu. If you just give her one slap or just use something hit her, she feel fall, hit her head, and that's it. You understand? So 300 level students for university. She dey plan marriage. When I saw the article, I say, plan marriage on top of abuse. Say Ghanaian lady allegedly, sent to her grave by her boyfriend because she refused to file a complaint against him because of their pending wedding. So somebody don't beat you like this, break your ribs, break your neck, do everything. You they suffer every day. They go hospital, go they treat injuries, and you see they plan wedding with that person. I'm thinking, I'm trying to understand, her mindset. Was she thinking that when they get married that he would change? That he will not beat her again? Or what was, I don't know what she was thinking. How can you be planning marriage with somebody that has sent you to hospital repeatedly? And I don't see and so. That is why I always say that a lot of us, certainly West African, Nigerians, Ghanaians, now the wedding day we think of, we know they think of life after, because if this Elizabeth was thinking of the life after, she will not be planning a wedding with somebody that you know for sure that is going to be hell for you. Unfortunately, the guy didn't even wait for the wedding day to come. Before the wedding day reach now she don't pay me. Because you don't know where you go hit somebody, or you don't know the illness when there's somebody body. Maybe all those bit when don't do, and all the ones where don't do before, it never heal completely. She not well. She just the manager said, let me tell you, and that's why you never engage in any physical, altercation with somebody. Even say, woman to woman or man to man, you don't know where they pain the person. No. If you just give her one blow, the person don't land for grand. Oh. They go tie her for your neck. That's your life over. You say, but I'm not doing anything. No, now let's slap her. I remember doing a video like this a couple of years ago. About 2 years ago, I did a video like that where the doctor, he's a medical doctor. He said, he said, I don't kill my wife. I only slapped her. Slap, no they kill. My people, women, African women, please, wise up. And we now that are mothers and you've got daughters, I beg, let us teach our daughters differently. Let us not carry on this psyche of brainwashing our children, our daughters, that, marry at all costs. Because the pressure is too much on young ladies. Some of them, they don't have the strong will to say no until I find the right person. I will wait and trust God. They will just enter anything just to be married. That is the danger. Let's assume that it was Elizabeth's parents that were pressuring her to get married. Now, in this case, I'm not saying they did. I know that certainly in my case, as a young girl, my mom put pressure, so much pressure on me to get married. And I think I shared, the story on this channel. It wasn't enough that I've gone to university, I had a job, I had a car, I had my own flat, and I was balling. I was so as far as the standard is concerned, back then in the 90s, I was in the right path, career, everything, tick. It wasn't good enough until I get husband. Why? We need to change the narrative, my people. Let's change it. Let's change it, because it is so unfair. The number of women that lose their life yearly, African women, black women worldwide that lose their life in the hands of men that do not deserve them. Men that do not deserve to be with any human being. And if you are there listening or watching this video, you endure. If they beat you inside house, you go endure. Whether you live in Africa or you live in diaspora. You say, no, I don't want to report. Oh, my children, no, I don't want my home to break. Now, what thing happened to Elizabeth, it will happen to you. It is not a cause. Sooner or later, it will happen. Where you day? Where your body day? Where they go? One day, you go just fall. He don't finish. There is a thin line between life and death. This life you have is precious. Preserve it. Guard it. Because it is not worth losing it over anything. It's certainly not over a man that does not deserve you. Now, I'm not saying that all men are beasts, though, that there are not good men out there. All I'm saying is that wait for that one that you know that he actually deserves you. Sisters, please, no tolerate abuse. There is no excuse for a man to raise his hand on a woman. He get mouth too much, they talk. Now then, they keep quiet. You know, respect in boyfriend. You know, respect in man. You know, some whatever. These are all justification. There is no reason for it. If you don't, they say they talk, you can say but. There is no but in this. Abuse is a no-no. Run away from any relationship that is abusive, whether it's physical abuse, emotional abuse, psychological abuse, financial abuse. Pick your race and run for your life. That is all I'm saying. So guys, I'm going to leave it here with you today. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going to happen with this case. This is Ghana. I don't know if this man is going to be charged to court and imprisoned because he's taking somebody's life. I hope the parents of the girl or her family member will pursue this matter and to see to a logical conclusion that he is jailed for life. But then, Africa, I don't know. I cannot hold my breath to say that justice will be served. I hope so. So guys, leave me your thoughts in the comment section. And if you are in an abusive relationship and you need support to leave, please contact me. Send me an email. Contact me on Instagram. Leave a comment here. Drop your email. I will email you back. Enough is enough. We don't want to lose more African sisters, more black sisters over anything that has to do with abuse. May God help us all. I'll speak to you guys in my next video. Thanks a lot for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.